A week after taking office, President Emmerson Mnangagwa has named his government, introducing 6 new faces, including 2 military officers.
President Mnangagwa promised a leaner government, and he's delivered. He's appointed 32 ministers and 6 deputies, down from 65 in total in the previous administration. Among the new appointees are 2 military officers. Air Marshal Perence Shiri is in charge of agriculture, and Major General Sibusiso Moyo is the new foreign minister. Their inclusions are seen as giving the military a role to superintend over government, particularly in the mainstay agriculture sector and on the foreign policy front.
They have been prepared for transformation. They have been prepared for how to run with the dictates of global economics. And I believe their ability is there. See, our military should not be the military that we have been known in the conventional African sense. Our military, given the action that they've taken, is a military that is now going towards socio-economic transformation.
Another new face is Winston Chitando, the new mines minister, who was formerly the managing director of Zimbabwe's second biggest platinum producer.
Despite speculation, there are no opposition members in this government. And while the majority of ministers have been retained, this time round, the public's expectations of them have been set several notches higher.
People had hoped for inclusivity, but remember, he's got a legacy to follow, a legacy that he has to endorse that is coming from the ruling party. And I believe that cabinet is a reflection of those 3 things. The old faces, particularly when you look at Minister Chinamasa, should be wearing a new jacket of carrying over the process from where he left under the previous regime.
Patrick Chinamasa is substantive finance minister again. He's expected to resume his debt clearance plan and re-engagement with international lenders. He's already clarified changes to empowerment laws, which make the 51-49% requirement applicable in the resource sector only. Former President Robert Mugabe had made a pronouncement to that effect in 2016, but it was yet to be made into law.
That alignment is going to take place sooner rather than later. That is in the area of indigenization. We are also going to move with speed to remove any hurdles in our operating environment to make foreign direct investment attractive to come to Zimbabwe.
Other fresh faces have been appointed to the ministries of local government, sport, justice, labor and tertiary education. Farai Mwakutuya, CGTN, Harare, Zimbabwe.
Well, let's get you more now on that story. I'm joined live from Harare by our correspondent, Farai Mwakutuya. Farai, what more can you tell us about Zimbabwe's new cabinet? The notable appointments, were there any surprises?
Well, I think, the key talking points and the ones that everyone is talking about are the economic portfolios. Obviously, Patrick Chinamasa seen as a pragmatist, seen as someone who had really done some honest work in terms of trying to get Zimbabwe back on track financially, and people are welcoming his return to that portfolio. The mines as well. I think it's been the mines industry has been plagued by issues of transfer pricing, the opaque nature of operations there, and I think bringing in an industry insider in the form of a former CEO of a platinum miner into that ministry will help to address all those issues and also make the policies that are promulgated there more business, more private sector friendly. But obviously, the most crucial talking points, the big talking points, are the military appointments. Air Marshal Perence Shiri is a no-nonsense man. He's been brought into agriculture. Many see that as an intention by government to make sure that they clean up that sector. A lot of people were given farmland which they're not fully utilizing, and he may be coming in to make sure that that area is addressed, that people are using the land that they were given effectively, also to support the government command agriculture program, also Major General SB Moyo. So, all those issues are topical. People are looking at those military positions and saying, look, this is an extension of Operation Restore Legacy, Karen.
And Zimbabweans have been calling for change. How are they reacting to the new cabinet? Is this the change that they are looking for?
Well, I think the reactions are a bit mixed. A lot of people may have wanted to see radical changes, completely new faces brought in, opposition faces. For instance, I think that's an expectation that some people had. But I think, the new president is constrained by the constitution. He can only appoint ministers who are elected members of parliament. He only has leeway to appoint 5 others who aren't. And so he had to choose from within the pool of existing MPs. Some people are saying, look, maybe this team will deliver different results under a new dispensation and under a new leader. And so some are saying, let's give them a chance and judge them after we've seen them perform. Karen.
Farai, thank you. That was Farai Mwakatuya there in Harare for us.